And welcome back to the Sigil stream, ladies and gentlemen. It is Monday night at 7 o'clock. My name, as always, is Mr. Harlan Guthrie, and we are so excited to be back with S5E Chapter 2. I am joined once again, of course, by the lovely Joe.
Hello.
The talented and hilarious Gary.
Hello.
The amazing Erica.
Hey.
And who wasn't here last week but is this week, Ahmed. Woo-woo! And we are back with Chapter 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we're so excited to be here. Hope you are too. Thanks for, coming by, saying hi, and all that kind of jazz. Before we get into the game, I do want to make a really important and special announcement. On Sigil Spotlight, which was this past Friday, we made an announcement that we're going to be giving away a free copy of Foundry to anybody who retweeted the pinned comment, or tweet, I should say, on our Twitter page right now. So if you want a chance to win by the end of today, I'll be doing a draw. Make sure you follow us, Twitter @Sigil_EG, and retweet that pinned tweet at the top of our Twitter page. At the end of today, I'll be going through the retweets and drawing one person randomly to give them a free copy of Foundry, which is the software we are using to play the game. It's also just an awesome virtual tabletop. So, cool stuff. Business out of the way. How's everybody doing? How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Great.
Yeah?
It's a fun
twist. It's us. What's that, Erica?
A fun twist on a usual Monday.
Yeah, it gets to make it super. Makes a super Monday.
There you go.
We missed you last week, buddy. How was your vacation?
It was great. We went to the beach. Kid was in the water all day, in the pool all day. It was nice. Very nice.
Is that what you call yourself, the kid?
No, that was
Yeah,
my kid.
just refer
I call
yourself
my kid,
in the third
the kid.
person.
That's his name, Kid. Oh, I'm just
No,
kidding.
you do it
His name's
third
Mars.
person. Hey, the kid was in the water all
Kid,
day.
the
was
kid.
in the water.
I'm trying to get my inner David Harbour out with this shirt.
Yeah.
I like it.
I was
Good.
going to say I love your shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
We
thank
got
you.
lots of people here. We got Colin, we got Michael, we got Alexi, we got Marvin, we got Zia.
Hello.
Evening, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. If you saw last week, you know that these players are right in the thick of it. And our friend Ranjit showed up at the 11th hour to sort of save the day, as it were. But we're going to get that in a second. I do want to remind everybody who's watching to like the video and make sure you follow us at basically our YouTube page, which is what this is going on, any Sigil products. But most importantly, the game we're playing tonight is on Kickstarter right now. So the link is in the description of this video. If you like superheroes, if you like 5th edition, if you like me, no, I'm not going to make it personal. But if you like superheroes, then follow the link in the description. Check it out. It is a fantastic game. We're having a lot of fun with it. And the stretch goals and all of the amazing things that are coming on. Look at that. Look, they did it right there. Type that out. No, but the link is also in the description of the video. So it should be easy to
Pause your video.
Pause your video.
Your
Print
phone
screen.
with your computer and just
That
let us
era
a
is
letter.
done. I remember my grandparents being like, "Oh, I saw this today." It's like a Yahoo printout page.
HTTP /
No, I need to go on my
Is it
computer.
a / or a backward /
What is it?
Diagonal I.
I remember my brother trying to describe the tilde icon to me, or the character as like
there's no
wiggly
way.
thing, and me literally typing out SQUIGGLYTHING. I was like, this is not working.
It's good.
We used to have to print off Google Maps and bring them with us in cars.
Yeah.
A4
20 pages. 20
paper.
pages like a book, and you have to like refer with like tabs.
Harlan still
Harlan.
refers to it as MapQuest.
I still go
Just
MapQuest.
That's pretty impressive.
I
You
was
guys
like,
have MapQuest and
MapQuest.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
We
you
in
always
Canada?
complain about how they were wrong regardless of what happened. And you'd be like, don't use MapQuest, use Google Maps. That's better. But they would still just be wrong in the direction by direction step.
You need to drive into a lake.
And we did it
But
back
you
then.
get it faster.
Good MapQuest says to do it.
We're not turning around now, Martha.
I'll be laughing later.
Although I do get the impulse of not wanting to ask for directions, not because of like embarrassment, but just because, well, embarrassment a different reason. I don't want to bother people. I don't want to, I feel like that's like, I'm not that kind of person. My generation is too, quiet to be that way.
Us?
Welcome. No, but I don't know. It just makes me feel uncomfortable. Oh, look, Camara likes Google Maps.
Hey.
I'm the same. I have a real bad sense of direction.
Same. Real bad.
Yeah, I mean, Joe does. I'm saying same on behalf of Joe. My
Yeah.
direction's not.
I can always
Mine's
find my way
terrible.
back. I'm like a little homing pigeon. So I will never get there, but once I am there, I will be right home in 20 minutes.
That's a great quality to have.
Great quality to have. In fact, that's
Only advantage.
quality.
For a second, I thought you had a homing pigeon that you just kind of went like.
I mean,
Find home for me.
Runs
that's
after
the
it.
plan. I'm gonna race it back home one day.
Is that really the deal with homing pigeons? They can only go home.
Yeah, they go
They
right.
know where to go. They know one place.
But they only know one place. So like, so you visit.
I don't know.
And you're like, and you bring the pigeon with you, and you're like, oh, I gotta send a message home. And they're like, are they gonna send a message back? You're like, nah. I'll pick it when I get home
Not
again.
this one.
It's not like you can type the address in the pigeon's chest and be like, off you go now, bring that scroll.
It's not like you can put the MapQuest printout in the beak of the pigeon.
Mhm.
For them to consult when they're flying. There's fucking.
Should have used Google Maps. Actually, the gesture. Sorry.
No,
Forgot how birds flew.
that's great. What do you say we play some S5E?
Oh yeah.
We'll do it.
Definitely.
Cool. All right. Well, without further ado, I'd say let's start off with chapter 2. Huh?
Woo.
Huh?
Good rhyme. Good rhyme.
That was fantastic.
Thank you. Today can't get any worse. The words ring in your head, Ranjit Roshan, as you exit your London flat. The year is 2019, and exiting the ring in your head brings you a sense of abandonment you haven't felt as an adult in years. With a suitcase tucked under one arm and the other holding your electric kettle, you walk without aim. Your mind spins with recollections of the past few weeks. Out of work, out of money. Your magic tricks only getting you so far. Seemed that your luck had finally run out. Or so you thought. As you walked behind your building in a dark and rainy alley, you noticed something. A glint of metal behind a dumpster. What did you find?
I found a rusty old necklace, and along it basically it's the charm of the Ouroboros, and it's two dragons, like snake-like Asian dragons that are kind of intertwined within one another, kind of eating each other. But the charm is also green with age, as copper does. So there's like a thin layer of rust over it. And when I lift it up, it's a bit heavy, and there's a scratch through it where the gold and silver underneath is exposed.
And as you hold it in your hand, you feel the power begin to course through you. Small green sparks of power send nerve endings on end, almost as if it floats just above your skin. You feel a rush over you, and From then on, magic sprung from you like a geyser. Talk grew of the magician with otherworldly powers, and soon you needed to leave London once and for all, and so you sought Vale. You kept a low profile for the most part, but the agent still found you, asked you to join his fight, and when he passed away, your guilt ate at you. Maybe less so than the others, but still, you were more accustomed to lying to yourself. Tonight, they needed you, and you stayed behind. Was it fear? Doubt? You're not even sure yourself, but what you do know is that in the end you came. And as you arrived in the front hall of the studio and turned the corner, you saw the back of a man ready to take his revenge on your friends, and so you let loose a spell that dropped him to the ground. Ranjit turns the corner. The man is standing maybe 15 feet ahead of you, Ranjit. You see him gearing up with this sort of final blow. He says, "I will have my revenge." And he sort of points his kinetic fists at your friends. And what do you do?
I turn, I look at the bag in my hand, and then I put my fingers in him, and I say, "Oh, bangers and mash," as a blast of eldritch energy fires from my fingers and strikes him in the back of his head.
It does. And with a thunk, a dull thunk, he falls to his knees and then falls to the ground, unconscious. Ranjit has entered the fight.
Yay!
Yeah!
What's all this then? Ugh.
I think I can see you.
Oh, you can see him. You can all see Ranjit as he enters the hallway. Ranjit, you walk over the fallen bodies, these unconscious figures that are surrounding. You don't know why you are here. Your friends left. There was maybe a bit of a confrontation. You felt pulled back. What do you guys say to Ranjit now that he's here?
You're lit.
Yeah, I brought samosas.
Did you really bring
any-
samosas?
Yeah,
Right, get this one.
I'll hand them out.
I have one. I tuck in heartily.
I'll
Everyone's
pull the mask out and just eat a fucking samosa.
roll for samosa eating.
Okay.
Need a good snack.
Someone rolls a 1, just drops on the
I've
ground.
been
Y'all
eating
stare
them
at
all my
sadly.
life. Can I take a
Right in the
bonus?
pool of water by your feet.
Oh, yeah.
Hammer Chain, you see Ranjit arrive. How did you feel when Ranjit sort of said no to you guys when you left?
I mean, I can't remember if Ranjit was the last one we spoke to or one of the first ones. So I feel like he would have sort of expected it at that time. He got a couple of no's. He got resistance from everybody. He started to realize this wasn't going to be the same level of excitement for everyone else as it is for him. So seeing him say no, it didn't make it worse, but it didn't make it better.
And now seeing him come back, is there a bit of that hope? Is there like a, okay.
It's kind of refreshed his point of view. He's still thinking that Vale is kind of a dark, kind of lonely, cynical, pessimistic place, and he was getting a lot of reinforcement of that. But seeing somebody like Ranjit show up at all is a pretty good way to turn that tide.
And Ranjit, when you arrived to the building, you met with the police officer, the chief of police, Carmen French, and you saw them working on the door, and they were sort of forcing this magnetic lock enough for you to just slip in and then lock the doors again behind you, because why not? And
Well, no.
Yeah.
Well, I approached it.
Immediately.
I approached the door and I watched them work and struggle against it. And I was like, "Hang on, guys!" And I knock it with a magic spell, and I say, "Bacon booty," and it should just open, right?
it did, and then it locked again right after, because mechanically.
Okay, all right, very well.
But you look around and you see everyone. How's everybody damaged wise? Bloom, you took a few hits.
Yeah, Bloom is licking crumbs of samosa pastry and grease off of her thumb, and you see that she's actually been stabbed in the side,
Ooh.
and blood is leaking down over her wetsuit, and she's like, "I don't know if they briefed you outside, Ranjit, but there's some serious traps here. We got to really watch our steps."
It's all right.
Connor
Can I
got
look? Can I
caught
look at that?
What? At
Can
the she holds out her hand.
At your wound. At your wound.
I already ate it.
I put my hands together and I say, "Toad in the hole," and then I cast Healing Word on her. I don't know if that.
Ooh.
Hey! I didn't know we had a healer in the party.
Only when you got stabbed the first time was I like,
I'm sort of a healer.
We should probably do something about it.
How much does she heal?
I'm working on that. Sorry.
Cool.
4
I'm
plus your
excited.
spell casting ability modifier. Okay.
What is your spell? And just for the audience at home, Ranjit, what class are you? Let's talk a little bit.
I am an occultist.
Class baby.
Ooh.
Let's talk
I'm
about
an occultist, and I've been made a mutant by the charm.
Nice. So yeah, you use your powers for probably good for the most part. But yeah, so now the 4 of you are standing around. The bodies are lying unconscious around you.
Ooh, I want to search the
The
bodies.
healing is there. You're gonna search the body?
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Can help with that.
Yeah.
Connor
You-
will walk up to Ranjit.
Yeah.
When they're done.
Okay. So Hammerchain and Bloom, you both check the bodies. These are pretty average, build guys. They're not wearing much other than some armor, for lack of a better word. It's thick leather hide, motorcycle jacket one of the bruisers is wearing. You do notice that in the pockets of the mutant, there's a small bottle of bluish liquid. It's fairly small, sort of the size of a pill bottle, but it's glass and it's unlabeled.
Heroin.
Does
Could be.
anybody? It's liquid? You said, right?
It seems to be, yeah.
Okay. Does anybody have an ability to look into this, or are we doing this the old-fashioned way?
I might be able to tell if it's synthetic. That's probably about all I could do.
Cool.
I'll take that.
Well, I have the ability called Eldritch Sight, which allows me to detect superpowers. And while this isn't a person, maybe if the substance has the ability to give superpowers, then I'd be able to see some.
Is it a passive ability or?
Yes, but
Yeah, you cast your eyes over the small bottle.
actually, no. That's a good question. It's an occult invocation. I'm not sure. Hang on. I think it's passive-ish because it's an ability that I get at the level, but I'm not
If it's
exactly
invocation,
sure.
You probably have to trigger it, which is totally
Okay.
fine if you want to use it here. But if it has a
Yes.
pool of resource, you might not want to. I don't know. That's your call.
Oh yeah, no. Let's not assume that anything. Let me just use it, activate it as per. I won't make any assumptions. I'll ask for it every time.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'd
And
like to
you-
try. I don't know if it applies. Yeah. If I see something in it that's superpowery, I might be able to
Okay.
spot something.
Cool. Yeah. So you take a look at this. You walk over to Hammerchain, who's holding it up to the light, the dim, flickering light, and you can tell that no, it has nothing to do with superpowers, at least
Okay.
as far as your occultism can tell. Speaking of, how many hit points did you end up giving Bloom back?
That's 9.
9. And how much did you
you.
lose? So are you back to 4?
I'm almost back up to full. I'm at 23 now.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So much.
Good to have you back.
Those
And
samosas
please,
really do the trick.
I have endless heals, y'all. Endless
Really?
heals. Ready? Anybody else need healing? Cornish pasty.
See, I took the proactive healing strategy, just not getting hit, and that worked out pretty well for me.
Yeah, me and the guy you
Alright.
knocked out just punched the air at each other.
Yeah, it was
Over and
amazing.
If you need
again.
it, my hands are nearby.
I say this not to flex on Bloom or anything, who I was very concerned for. That was not a great situation, but
Stab
fortunately
with
it
a
was. Yeah. Knives, bad, weakness, got it.
Yes, that's right.
Amazing.
Chimera has asked, why does Ahmed have endless heals?
Such a great question.
Good question, Ahmed.
Yes,
Good,
I have an ability that gives me infinite first level powers.
Wow.
Is that
I
a
get to
typical
choose
D&D
3 of
5e
them.
thing? Because I have that
No,
too.
it
I have
is
reflexive
not.
powers too.
I
No.
believe that it's.
This is something that went on Sigil Spotlight we spoke to Eugene about. And one of the things that was really fascinating about S5E was when you're a superhero, you don't typically see superheroes that, Thor can't lift the hammer once and then that's it for the day. So one of the things that Eugene was talking about is how, a lot of these superpowers you can do at will, because that's what it means to be super. It means to be able to do that, So
It
and
feels
obviously, and
as a
obviously,
player.
being able to heal is great. And obviously, in the time it takes to do it, it will be useful. But sometimes it might not always come to be.
I think it influences how you pick your spells as well. Because if you know at 3rd level you're going to be reflexive powers, for me it's 1st level spells I have at will. It's like I might front load a ton of 1st level spells that may be more useful than a more powerful 2nd level spell.
Yeah.
Which is what I did.
Yeah. Well, no, this is where it diverges from typical 5e right here. Like the fact that you can just, like I'm Doctor Strange more or less, like in the sense of I can just activate these powers. I can just keep working within the framework of that, and which is interesting. And I can't wait to take advantage of it and ruin things for Harlan.
Yeah,
it does make you feel like a little bit. Sorry, Joe.
Didn't ruin anything for me.
No, I was just thinking about X-Men. Like Storm doesn't get to command weather twice, and then she needs to take a nap, right? She just does
exactly.
it.
Wolverine's claws come out, and once they're back in, they're in Wolverine. You can't. No.
You can activate your claws once per day. No, but the trade-off is that, and this is something that was really exemplified last episode, is that the enemies do it too.
Mm-hmm.
So Ahmed getting to heal himself for free or other people for free is wonderful. But guess what? Enemy occultists do too, which means you need to target them, and equally, the occultist will be targeted in your party too. Because if he has the ability to do that, geeking the mage works in both ways. Anyway, so Hammerchain, you're holding up this blue vial. Do you want to do any old-fashioned sniffs or looks or?
Now, I just want to ask everybody again quickly. Have we exhausted all of the non-old-fashioned way methods of testing what this is?
So Bloom is a scientist. I have science knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
I can potentially roll on that.
Absolutely.
If we would like.
Sure.
So here we go.
It's sciencey liquid. It's the liquid of science.
Oh, I rolled a natural 19 for a 21.
Hey! Not bad. Yeah, you take a look at this as Hammerchain is doing what I'm imagining him doing based on Erica's language, where he's starting to unscrew it and bring it to his lips, and you're like, oh yeah, that's poison.
Yeah. Okay, great. He was waiting. He was going to check. It's all right. It's fine. Thank you.
Now that acrid smell coming off the top of the vial, that's not something you want to ingest.
That's fantastic. You know what, Bloom? This is 2 people you've saved in one evening.
I will eventually be able to heal poison.
Nice. Oh, right. We had somebody who was tied up and very unhappy with being electrocuted. So thankfully, Bloom stepped in to help her with that as well. Hammerchain not. Hammerchain has the opposite.
Stop.
Some people.
So just so you know, this is just a basic poison. So a creature hit with this would take some extra damage, and you can coat a weapon in it, similarly to how you would a blade.
Neat.
Right.
I wonder though, could we pack Gary's punches with some of it?
I was just about to ask, can I just get a bit and dab it on my knuckles there now and see if it sticks?
Yes.
Absolutely.
The reason why, for those
Don't touch
unaware,
your face.
who haven't seen, it's like cutting jalapenos. You got to be very careful. Yeah, exactly. You got to root to small children. The reason why is because you have those metal,
I do. I'm also immune to disease and resistant to poison, so I could just dip my fingers and the robotic arms could be like, okay, we can use that.
A little bit
Is it like a? Would you treat it like a pen, where this is like an ink refill in one of your fingers, and just every so often you just?
Hold on a wee second there now.
It's on the lid, and it's like a nail polish applicator. He's just like,
Yes.
he's like, okay.
I need like 5 minutes.
He's running in the hole. That'll be worth it in the end.
Not only will you be punched with poison, but you'll be looking fabulous doing it.
So good.
Yeah, no. So basically, anytime you now hit with these poison gauntlets, it's only going to retain its potency for a minute before drying. So let's say you didn't do it just yet. because I do want you to use it. I think it's fantastic, and I didn't read that far. But basically, it's a DC 10 con save, and then you would do an additional 1d4 poison damage.
Nice.
This is baby poison.
Guys, I need 7 minutes to try.
Exactly 7.
Can I explore a little bit this conference room that we looked
Absolutely.
into? A little bit. I'm curious to see if there is any clues. But also, I'm once bitten, twice shy because I dodged a net trap, and there was that weird motion sensor electrocution trap earlier. So Bloom is going to kind of cautiously approach the door. She didn't notice the bad guys like ducking and dodging, any laser beams or anything when they came out to attack her, but she's still going to be kind of chill about it. So
Sure.
Maybe I'll just roll perception to see if there's any traps.
Great idea.
Oh, natural 20.
Natural.
Nice.
Natural
23.
20.
My shy indeed.
Yeah, you cast your eyes around this room and see every nook and cranny. And what you see is essentially what's on the map, this old boardroom. You can imagine executives once sitting here pitching some of the great older movies before the studio went into the ruins in the later 90s. You know this was a golden age theater or a studio at the early onset of its inception. But you look around to see a shelf on its side to the north of the room. You see a bookshelf littered with old manuscripts, torn and sort of waterlogged from the cracked ceiling and tiles. You see that there once was a window leading out, but it's heavily boarded now. And on the floor, you notice there are a few sleeping bags. It looks like this might have been a room where at least 2 of the gang members were sleeping.
Okay. Nothing else of interest. I assume I go over and I kick one of the sleeping bags.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, with a natural 20, I suppose you do find sort of stuffed in the bottom of one of the sleeping bags. You notice that there is a first aid kit and like a wad of about $50.
Hey, guys, we're getting
Money, please.
$50.
All right. Bloom hands it to Hammerchain.
Oh, thank you.
Here, kid.
I'll happily be the bank for a bit. And
Cool.
also appreciate that. Thank you.
And she puts. I mean, she doesn't really have like a backpack.
Yeah, that's one of the drawbacks of a superhero. You don't
So
really
I
have
guess-
like a fanny. Could you imagine a superhero with a fanny pack just hanging around?
Wait, my sweater has pockets, so I can carry it for you if that helps.
Oh, that works.
That's
So
kinda cool,
yeah,
right?
I hand it off.
Awesome.
Here you go.
So yeah, these first aid kits sort of work similarly to a sort of a slightly more complex version of a healing potion. So this is a small vinyl pack, and it has gauze and antibiotics and antiseptic wash. And essentially, it does what a healing potion would do, 2d4 plus 2. However, a medicine roll is required because unlike D&D, where you can just chug a potion, this does require a little bit of understanding of how it works.
Cool. I like that.
Very nice.
It's a
Yeah, we need a bag of holding.
breaking case of Ranjit being unconscious.
We need. You know what we should do? We should like infuse a bag with the properties of a bag of holding. I think that's we'll homebrew something where it's like maybe you find just a vacuum where you can sort of imbue any object you want with the properties of the bag of holding. You know what I mean?
Hammer chain, hammer space.
I love it. The fanny pack of holding.
Yeah.
Now, I do have a question too, just in terms of what we were facing last time. It felt like somebody was very prepared for us.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very prepared to have nice, even ambush, if I could go that far as saying. For Ranjit to now appear, I'm wondering how prepared they were. Can I just start looking around to see if maybe there was somebody else who's maybe been hiding in a corner or somebody else who's been waiting? Okay.
Well, you're pretty confident that Bloom searched this room. You see her do a full, but there are a few other doors in this hallway.
Corners.
Yeah,
Also, there are
The bathroom for now, if that's okay.
The dude came out of the bathroom and didn't seem to trigger anything. Is it safe to assume that there may be no traps there, or is it never safe to
roll
assume?
just in case.
There was already a net. I can feel...
Are the toilets working?
Oh, Ranjit entered.
He just legged it in there.
He did.
You're right there, Ranjit.
Trigger trap.
I don't know. Maybe I had something was off about that samosa. Sorry, guys.
Ah, Jesus.
It's his own trap.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you, Connor, you give me a roll.
I got a natural 20.
Oh!
The best it's going to be.
Rolling rocks tonight,
That's
guys.
great. That's so funny because last episode you guys were rolling bottom of the barrel. And now
So bad.
things are turning around. You needed your good luck charm, aka Ranjit.
Yay.
You Connor, you give a good look around and you don't notice anything, but with the natural 20, I'll let you know that you sort of ascertain that perhaps the ambush was meant to be from the lower room, but perhaps, with time being what it was, one of the members just crossed the hall to sort of the bathroom, and then they ended up getting a nice surround on you. But no, you're walking over sort of the thick steel net that was falling on you as well, and you definitely realize that, this was planned for all of you.
Is anything of that net salvageable? Is it way too big to bring as a...
It's not too big, but it's very heavy.
It's very heavy.
Like
Can't you
metal
just suck it
impregnated.
up into your finger and shoot it at people?
I'd love to be that advanced. Net hand!
Inspector Gadget.
We're slowly turning you into that, little by little. It's great.
Give you a
As
little
an update, I'll pursue.
Started from the bottom and now we're here.
So if there doesn't seem to be anything that's imminently hurting anybody, I guess I'd just... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
He's just rolling because he's...
I rolled a second nat 20. It's nothing to do with anything. I just rolled.
That's,
Don't
I
waste
love
it.
it. I'm very happy.
1 in
I rolled
400,
to
mate.
win the
That's it.
game.
The last one tonight, 1 in 400.
We got a couple more
Sorry.
doors on this level, folks.
Sounds like it's a thunderstorm outside for us.
It is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to give you a heads up in case the stream for some reason cuts off. It is always a risk when crazy thunderstorms happen.
It's apocalyptic out there.
Yeah, I'm going to say if it's over 8 o'clock by the time Eastern time, right now it's 7:30 Eastern. If it's past 8 o'clock and randomly our stream stops, I would expect that would be it for this week. However, if it's before 8 o'clock, especially within, more than 10 minutes prior to, then just stick around and we'll be right back. I want to let you guys know because it's always a bad thing if I don't give a heads up and people are just like,
What now?
did I say something wrong?
It was your comment.
So I want to start looking through these rooms just to see if there's one more person who might have been hiding in the fight. And I feel like the bathroom's the easiest place to check, but also these other rooms, I would like to start checking them.
Sounds great. Which one are you going to start with?
Oh, bathroom because I'm in front of it.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm going to roll over Connor. He did a natural 20 looking in there. You don't see anything of interest. This does look, even for the people who were staying here, it looked like they used this for its intended purpose as well.
Okay.
So
this
flush.
other door over here then.
Yeah, so you walk up to the door to the south, just below the large painted red arrow on the floor. And do you try the knob?
Yeah, you know what? Yes, but axe first.
Yeah.
Oh, what is axe first? Like describe axe first to me.
Axe first is using the nice coated glossy end of the hammer. You have to imagine the very nice thin foam Nerfy texture on everything. So it's solid, but it is reinforced nice plushiness. But just to use that to try and push down the hammer, assuming it's a lever hammer, I'm hoping it is. Just trying to push that down a little bit to open it.
Cool. Okay, so you're just giving it in case it's like a Home Alone style.
Yeah, we had one of those on the way in. I'm trying to remember.
Smart thinking. Yeah, you pull out your hammer or your axe and you sort of give it a test and it is locked. It only moves a few centimeters before. Centimeters for you non-Canadians.
Centimeters.
I would like to try to do a manual override of the lock.
Sure. You want to use like strength to break down the door?
Yes, please.
Okay, give me a strength roll.
All right. what is my strength? Oh, that's just a straight up D20. Okay, well, we'll see if this works. I'm trying to be very careful with this. It's not mine, so I don't want to break the.
I'll do a help action.
Thank you.
Can I hedge?
Well, after the roll? Well, we'll
Not
say.
after the roll?
I mean, for going on, we'll say no, not after the roll, but this is a door.
Cool.
I'm not too worried. Yeah, I'll let you roll a second one. Help gives advantage, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, so you can roll a second one to take the higher of the two. I'm assuming being a 5 was not the higher, but who knows?
I'm hoping. I know that it was the higher one.
Yeah, so how are you trying to force this? Are you just like
I'm trying to be delicate about it, but there's a little layer of paint at the bottom and it's starting to chip, and my sister knows where I live. So I'm gonna step back and say, if anybody would like to try this, great. I'm gonna try the next door.
I love that the failure is not on the door, but it's on you. You're justifying it as like, oh, I could do this, but I don't want to ruin the axe handles.
Absolutely.
No, it's good.
Is it?
I mean, there's nothing that says the failure has to be on the onus of the object. It can be on the onus of your decision. So yeah, you walk to the other door. Connor, I know you have lockpicking. Are you going to try this door, or?
Yeah, I'll try lockpicking. Well, I will not try to lockpick it yet because I don't want to trigger a trap.
Everyone's nervous.
I don't have any.
Over and do my electrical sense device.
You're gonna walk over and do a little device sensey.
Yeah, I do a device sensey. I'm gonna try to see if there are any electronic devices humming in the vicinity of me to within 30 feet. So I'm gonna go over to kind of between these two doors, and I'm just gonna
do it
all.
Now, Connor, you Hammerchain was trying the southern door, so I don't know if you want to put a character down there. That's the door.
Oh yeah, sure. If I have lockpicking, I may as well do that.
Yeah, well, we'll see. So you do your little wub, and you do not see any electronic devices within that radius.
Okay, so we don't have any electrical.
We've got another Home Alone trap.
I would keep an eye out for tripwires. There was one of them on that wee pool of water that got that net all over my grill.
It could just be a sledgehammer just above the door.
Tin can gets him right in the forehead.
Tin can, that's right. Yeah, the
bucket of nails.
Tar and then feathers.
Yeah. So we'll go with Hammerchain first because she sort of steps aside and she goes to this door, the one that is just south of the hallway door that you entered through.
All
and
right.
you sort of test it with your.
It is locked, to clarify for everybody. But as far as this roll, just roll again for strength.
No, this one is not locked.
Oh, great! Yeah.
Yeah. So you crack it open and you enter the trap. You enter the room.
Can I just stick my head in there and look around, or would I have to actually enter the room?
Yeah. No, you can stick your head in there and look around. That's all it has to happen to get it lobbed off. I mean, to have.
That's all right.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you
Ranjit and Bloom are walking around behind, what's going on in there?
What's in there?
Be nosy.
Looks like another office. It's very
you peek your head in and you see
the
this is a small meeting room. It's sort of fit for only a few people, perhaps once you to meet prospective distributors, but it looks pretty empty.
That's good enough for me to walk in.
And I do one of these. There's a theremin starts playing, and I say Pani Puri, and I use telekinetic hand to just rifle through the paperwork back there and just grab something.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So just how does it look? I'm really excited because this would be the first that Hammerchain. I don't know if Hammerchain comes from a family of occult users, but I would imagine this might be one of the first times you see something of this nature.
Very much, especially up close and personal. This is my actual eyes rather than a TV screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? The charm, it's eating its own tail, the two dragons. So they actively eat their own tails. So they're kind of just rolling into one another and just eating and pooping each other out forever. So when the magic's going, that's what's happening. And then besides that, there was just a little breeze.
I
so they don't see this hand.
The theatrics of it,
No,
you're almost like a huckster a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
feels like you're Yuri Geller or something. Like,
Yuri Geller,
messing
yeah,
with
like
us, but like
I'm
it's actual
operating
magic.
I'm operating a puppet pinata, like
minus the haircut though, not the Yuri Geller
Right.
haircut.
right.
Jesse says they're watching the stream from the backyard cookout. Couldn't miss it.
Woo!
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Probably gonna get the dirty look though, so they'll have to watch it later. Good luck.
Thanks, Jesse.
It's awesome. Yeah, so this hand no one sees. It's just in your periphery. So you rifle through this stuff, and yeah, you don't. I mean, you'll have to do a perception as well. I mean, you're moving the papers, but give me a perception roll on top of that, and Erica even, or a Hammer Chain if you want to as well. You're seeing the papers move, so you can both give me a perception.
Not doing great today, but 12.
Okay. Plus anything or?
That was including the plus.
5.
Yeah. So
That's not around here.
Runzi feels pretty powerful, and I think Hammer Chain. I think the two of you sort of have the same like, we got this, like a bit of boasting. He's trying to show off, and Hammer Chain's trying to show off a little bit. And you both feel like you got a good view of it. Meanwhile, Connor and Bloom are standing in front of the locked door to the south. Connor, you want to give this a pick?
Yeah, I'm going to pick the lock, but I'm not going to open it straight away.
Ah, okay. Give me a roll.
Oh, floop. That's going to be the number 2. Is it a? Do I add dex to it? If I add dex, it's 5.
Yeah, no. Either way, you try to, but
It's like one of those locks that you have on like a diary. That's a DC 5 lock.
it's like that's a diary. One you can just pull off.
That's right.
Yeah, no,
It's a bread tag.
It's a bread tag. You're just like, can't do it.
Can't figure it out.
Yeah, no, you kneel there, and Bloom's watching you expectantly.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can. Let me try to kick it open
Sure.
with my hit it with my baseball bat because I'm mad at it now.
Sure. Your strength.
That's a flippin' 12.
Better actually. Yeah, you ram your shoulder into this thing, and it sort of, jitters in a little bit, and you crack the center. There's sort of a little bit of breaks. It's like a flower with language here. You break the door. It's not all the way down. You unset it from its hinges.
Okay, but
great.
not enough to open it.
No, not yet. You'll have to hit it one more time.
Can I help him?
Absolutely.
I want to help now
Yeah.
that I see.
Okay.
Do you need assistance
Do an
here?
advantage.
I took the advantage if that's okay because that's
Yeah.
an 18.
Nice.
Yay. Teamwork.
You put one hand over each other's shoulders. You kind of do one.
We
of
both run together.
Yeah, and you both run together and you smash into
Three.
the door.
Whoa!
Yeah, it falls from its hinges onto the ground, and you see a very similar room to the other one. You can enter it now. Almost a mirror image. However, this room does appear to be a little more used than the previous one, than the one that was unlocked. You notice immediately there's a number of empty canisters in here, sort of large barrels, sort of the size of oil barrels.
Connor will take his baseball bat and hit the floor and all the sides and just all around the door jam to see if anything. And he'll step back a bit to be like, "Oh, goodness gracious!"
Yeah, and it's sort of like Blue Man Group.
Yeah.
Very very jazzy, very avant-garde.
Kindergarten rhythm section.
I give us till episode 4 to when we lose this due diligence and we just start running in.
Yeah, and you give it the old college try. You don't think there's any traps there.
Let's go in. Bah!
Yeah, let's do it heedlessly.
So you notice these large empty canisters. There's about 5 or 6. You can tell they're empty from banging on them. They're not like ding. They're like dong, dong. It's a big difference. And
Wait, they are empty?
They are empty. Yes.
Right.
And you notice there are a few sort of odds and sods sitting on the table. And as you enter, you recognize one immediately, Connor, as a telecommunications kit.
Oh, cool.
And in the corner, you notice a fire axe, which is a weapon that one of you could wield if you so wish.
Metagaming slightly. What damage does it do?
Ditto.
What does the damage do? 1d8 slashing.
Yeah.
Nice. It's a strength.
Oh,
It is a two-handed weapon.
Great.
And that's
No one
why I do
objects,
not
Connor
do
might take that.
slashing.
And that's not why it's what, Erica?
And that's why I do not do slashing, because of safety first.
That's right.
Do it. Take it. It's all
yeah.
yours.
Connor will take that.
Yeah, you pick it up and it feels good in your hands. This feels
I
like
like this.
it's not mechanically a magic weapon, but it feels special. And you look down at it. This isn't just a mundane fire axe, Connor. This is a really cool looking axe. Describe it for us.
So it's a big axe, not like a hatchet. The handle will actually be new. It looks like shiny and good, but the blade bit, you know, where it's usually red and then it has the silver at the front, it's scratched up to all hell. Like it's seen some good use, but the blade was just so good. They're like, it may have broken previously, but they're like, that's a good blade. You want to keep that.
Yeah.
So they've then put it onto the new handle.
What do you name
And,
it? I'll let you think about it. And you know what? If you want, if you prefer a one-handed weapon, I think we could easily find a way for Hammer Chain to make this into a hatchet for you. You know?
Oh yeah.
Is my baseball bat a one-handed weapon?
Yeah, probably, right?
Yeah, you know
shove
that
the blade through the baseball bat
Yes. Yeah.
and have a baseball hatchet.
Yeah, you do. So
Or-
you discard it, and this idea
Yes.
comes to you, but you need the help of everyone else.
Yeah, please help.
Absolutely.
Guys,
How you guys
want to
do?
make this into a baseball hatchet?
Well,
Pretty
I think
common back in Ireland, you know, baseball hatchets all over the place.
with me and my axe envy, I can help like hammer the head into the top of the baseball bat, just kind of shove it in there.
Yeah, but the metal's got to get
I
hot.
help her.
Yeah, are we trying to get
Ooh.
it?
Yeah, but the metal's got to get real hot, Bloom.
Oh, I mean, I can absolutely direct an electrical current into the metal of this
Yeah.
axe head such that it gets super hot and detachable from the hatchet. Is
Yep.
this what we're saying?
Yeah, and like, you know, the four of you are standing around the small office table as like Bloom is firing this electrical current into it, and Hammer Chain is like knocking it off, and Connor, you're like holding the bat steady as Ranjit is like commanding that spectral hand to remove it, and like as the lights stop flickering and you all stand back, there's like a steam rising from the batchet or the bat hatchet.
It's called the batchet. There you go. We could just taped it together at this point.
No,
The
no,
batshit.
definitely called
That's
the
it.
batshit.
It's batshit. The
It's the
batshit's batshit. Did we just waste our
And,
PG-13?
yeah. and
1d8
you're-
slashing, you said?
Yeah, we'll call it 1d8 slashing.
Nice.
He needs the batchet.
These
Gotcha.
villains didn't know that
No,
they
but
delivered
if-
unto us the weapon that would end
That
them.
would end them. That's right.
Mhm.
Here we
And
are.
the side could be bludgeoning, right?
You can do whatever you want. I mean, it's still a
Yeah,
bat,
that's-
right? So maybe the
Yeah.
fun special power of this is 1d8 slashing or bludgeoning damage.
You can select
that
your-
you can choose. So if you want to like hack or like bludgeon, I think that's.
Can we give it another power called home run?
Yeah, I also think.
I don't know
shout
what
out
that is,
to S5E. I think this needs to be a legendary weapon that gets added
Oh yeah.
to one of the source books.
Batchet.
I think the batchet needs to be a. So we're having an epic thunderstorm, by the way.
This
Here.
is some poltergeist
man.
level storm.
But like the whole house
You
is
guys are
shaking.
well.
So I'm only mentioning this to double down on the possibility that any second it just goes through.
I checked and there's no tornado warnings.
No,
so
we're fine.
There you go.
You said that there are some documents on the table and you know, some
There's a telecommunications kit,
great.
which is a kit that will allow you to do some fun telecommunication stuff. It is in the manual that you guys can check out. But essentially, it is just an artisan tool. This sort of will allow you to be a little bit more specialized in that.
Is that something that we could assume was used by the villain here to have sent maybe this communication to
Very likely.
ransom situation?
In fact, if you want, you could do maybe an insight roll to sort of piece parts of this together.
Hell yeah. I know.
Goodness gracious.
Apocalyptic.
Can you hear that on the mic?
Yes.
It's
Sounds like
so
someone's moving a chair around.
yeah.
What, the dice tower?
No, the rumbling. It was underneath it.
The floor of the
I
house
can't
is
pick it up.
shaking.
I have very small earbuds on.
I rolled a 13 for insight.
Okay, yeah. You move the telecommunications kit, and luckily you pull, the papers before you make the batchet. And you notice that the papers underneath, it's a large map of the city, Vale, just sort of with, areas of it sort of grayed out, but it looks just sort of like a large outline map. And as you examine it and you look at sort of the contents, you walk over and you give it a sniff. And it has a very acrid chemical smell. And that's about, you get the idea that this might have been a planning room for something bigger.
Okay.
But that's about as much as you can surmise.
And just one more thing. The barrels, these big barrels,
Yeah.
Yeah.
do they have any kind of text on the outside? Or can I pry open the top to see what's inside?
They are all empty, other than this very potent, acrid smell. And
Smells kind of like what's on the papers.
it smells
Or-
like it's in the it's
Does it smell anything like that blue vial?
no. Definitely smells more, maybe like a flammable or like a gasoline,
Ooh.
some sort of chemical agent that's not specifically designed just to be poisoned.
Yeah.
It has some other purpose that you're not too sure of.
This is
But
gonna
no, it doesn't
be-
have any labeling on it either. They all seem to be just sort of black barrels.
Okay.
Whoa, black barrels.
I'm sure they'll never come up again.
No. This is not foreshadowing. Anyway,
That was foreshadowing.
perfect. Do you want to try the door to the north?
Yeah, why not? We go.
The north.
So you head over to that one too. It is locked, but I'm going to say, Connor, why don't you give me a lock pick? You guys sort of have a bit of a rhythm now as you're getting into it. Le pick.
Well, that's the first crit miss of the day.
No!
Natural one.
Can I lock it slightly further, like more than it should be able to lock?
Actually, if you lock it, like you got a natural one.
I did.
Yeah, the lock pick breaks in it.
Skyrim style.
Yeah, Skyrim style. No, not breaks and is gone. It breaks in it. It jams it. You can no longer lock pick it.
That was better than me thinking that you had accidentally locked it.
Guys,
It's
I got
my big sausage fingers. I don't know why I think such a delicate profession.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready to just give it another smash.
Yeah,
Try
kind of
that.
stand right out of your way.
This time it's hammer chains.
Let's give it a shot. This is strength again.
poison.
Strength. Yeah.
All right.
I'll help.
Oh, I can't.
I really thought about it. There's been so many traps. I don't want this.
It was a 3.
The first thing we did when we saw Ranjit was tell him all the things that went wrong. So,
Yeah, you run up to the door and you just kind of slip. You're like,
yeah. Have a little too gently.
Give it a go again. It takes 1 or 2 good runs at it,
Give another shot.
I'll
and I'll help you this time.
roll with advantage if Connor wants to help with the batch.
Yeah. I'll
All
help.
right.
Go batshit crazy.
So roll with advantage, hammer chain. Go back shit crazy. So good.
That is a 9.
Oh, that's with advantage?
No, that was just straight up. Did you roll 2?
Well, that was the 3, and we're rolling advantage now.
Yeah, another
All
one.
right.
That should be with you.
And with you.
No!
What
Wait.
was it? Was it a natural 1?
No, it was a 2.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Guys,
no.
leave the door alone.
The door seems to laugh at you. It's like
Honestly, I've taken so much emotional damage from this. It's been a long fight.
Bloom just puts her hand on the door and she says, "Keep your secrets." She walks away.
Let's just assume there was nothing important back there.
dice do hate this door.
There's a back entrance somehow that Harlan will make for us.
Yeah, let me just draw it really quick.
Do we? I mean, if this door is of import, I could open it at great cost.
I mean, that's
Not
the
a
thing, we
great
don't
cost.
know.
I don't know.
It could be
Let me
anything.
try. Maybe I'll try to kick it open. I'll try to kick it.
Probably
Do it.
better luck than
Wait.
us.
I just
What if
run
the
back.
two
I run back.
characters
And
do
I,
it?
Want everyone to
Yeah.
so
I
many
run
I
full
want-
speed.
I want to
at
help
it.
Ranjit. Both of us do it together.
Connor's gonna sit on a toilet in shame.
Just turn out the lights in the bathroom and sit there in the dark by
I
yourself.
have no.
Leave me alone
bonuses
for a
to my
minute.
Strength. All right.
All right.
This better be the best door.
Gosh.
No, but with
Oh,
advantage.
I crumple.
With advantage.
Advantage.
One more roll. And then you guys are done.
This is it. This is it.
That's good.
It's already done.
And
It's just a 10. Yeah.
does it add anything?
My
Yeah.
strength.
No.
Doesn't
In
matter.
the sense of I have no strength. Yeah.
Yay!
Thank you.
Imagine
Magic for the
any of
win.
like the henchmen of this evil person just watching us from down the hallway, like, fuck, what are they doing
Yeah,
down
some
there?
dudes-
And we're
some
just like,
dudes.
What? You won last time?
We really over-prepared for these guys.
I know we just locked the door behind us. It would have been way easier. Oh, that's why they locked the door walking in. They knew that was our weakness. Got it.
Aha, we don't need any traps. Just lock the door.
We're here forever.
That's good.
Oh no, guys!
Saxon, by the
Another
way.
door.
Alita, everyone, Alita is the fantastic artist who made this map.
Yes,
So huge.
thank you.
Thank you.
You did an excellent job.
You
on
did a
this.
fantastic job with
Very
us.
evocative.
So you enter. you
Oh,
walk.
I'm going.
God, I feel accomplished.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I feel like if the
I'll
enemy
show
sends
the
us
head.
I'll look right in.
somebody-
Never gonna get higher than this.
I like it, Ranjit. And after Hammer Chain and Connor go in, I gave you like a little low 5. Like after the
Oh,
other
yeah, I'll
two
take the low 5.
secret low 5.
I love it. Can I go right on up to these windows?
Ooh.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, let's see what's going on with this business.
Vantage point.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so first and foremost, this seems to be the office, a main office of maybe the CEO of this company or something like
Okay.
that. It's scattered with papers and rusted over metal, sort of dots the corners of the desk and cabinetry in this room. The couch does look well worn, as if perhaps someone was sleeping on this. And as you cross the room, you notice that the double windows of this room exit out to a small patch of greenery between in the center of this building. It's much greener than the outside garden was, overgrown. And as you sort of study through the blinds, you notice that there's an odd hanging green mist that seems to fill this area.
Oh, that's not great.
No.
Didn't we have somebody who, resistance to a disease, who could maybe take a peek at the poison nature fog?
Poison Nature Fog. That's a superhero name.
Poison. Ah.
Poison Nature Fog. It takes away your breath and then it turns you inside out.
Poison nature frog.
Very good.
Are you going outside to the Poison Nature Fog, Gary?
Just through the window? Oh, there's
No.
a door.
Gary, we love your voice. Unmute yourself.
Bet. I'm gonna pick a lock this session, is what I said.
Yes.
And is this locked?
Yes, it is.
Do it, Gary.
All right.
Yeah.
You can pick the lock.
11. And if I get to add dex, it's 14.
We'll take it. Yes.
Yay.
Yeah.
Basically, we had to open one.
What a great achievement.
You did a great job.
Got
So
one.
yeah,
Got one.
click. The door opens. I mean,
Okay.
it unlocks, I should say.
I'd
I'm
like
gonna-
to stand a bit back from the door, just so I don't inhale anything right away. Just
Yes.
kind of shuffle in quickly, and then
I'll try that, but be prepared for me to run straight back in and be like, Jesus Christ, not poison. It's something else. It hurts.
Yeah. So what is your? I mean, for no other reason than I'm just curious. What is your poison resistance?
I get advantage to say poison saving throws, and I'm resistant to poison damage, and I'm immune to disease.
Okay, so you're resistant, which means you would take half of poison damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, all right. Let's just search the room first to make sure there's not like a button that turns it off.
Oh yeah.
Great idea.
Under the desk or
That
anything?
turns the poison off.
I'm very brave. I'm just going to run out into the poison.
Why do I always
Also-
leave that button out? By the
It
way, the
seems
villain-
like this is a lab of some sort.
What's
I
that,
just
sorry?
don't understand why
This is
the
a lab of some sort.
It's a movie studio.
movie studio.
Or any fans or anything like that?
Dreams.
It's a lab for dreams. So who's doing a perception check? You said. You
I'll
wanna-
look around. Happily look around.
Sure. I mean, you're all welcome.
Yeah,
to.
same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nope. I see nothing.
You see nothing.
Oh, I might see something.
Oh, 22.
Yep, that's
Wow.
I'm
better.
looking.
I got 18.
Nice.
You guys are good eyeballs.
You got the best.
I'm in my element. I just suspect things like this.
I'm proud of you.
And Ranjit, are you doing?
I got you forget it.
No, I'm observing.
They're doing a great job in
From
there.
I'm not going to look around.
Keeping our perception.
oh, I'm sorry. Hang on, let me perceive stuff.
No, you do what you want. I'm just wanting to. Sure.
Are you practicing like just like cool hand gestures for spells and stuff like?
He's practicing close-up magic. He's like making like a fucking quarter disappear.
Yeah, yeah.
Heart
yeah.
dancing around his fingers.
Flipping it. Yeah.
All right. So Hammer Chain,
That's
you take a look around the room, and you got a 22.
22.
Yeah. You notice in the corner, up by where you're standing, almost just to the left, that one of the floorboards is a little loose.
Ooh.
Fantastic.
Good loose or bad loose?
You fall
Interesting loose.
Very bad loose.
damage.
I would like to
There's no
see if I
bad
can
loose.
kind of like pick the board up to see if it's easily removable versus having to force it open. If I don't have to break it, I won't.
No, you get down and you notice it slides back and
Oh.
lifts.
Perfect.
Yay.
Yeah, and you notice immediately underneath that there is an old film reel. It's well preserved, and it seems to be a collectible. To the right person, this could easily be worth $250. This is some treasure.
Treasure.
I was trying to think of a way to incorporate treasure because I want you guys to be able to buy new gear and stuff. So I'm
I like
like,
that.
old
I
film reel.
just,
Says Casablanca's original ending.
we're allowed to take this, right? We're not looting the empty abandoned studio, are we?
Allowed to take it. In fact,
Yeah.
the chief of police was like, and anything you find in there, keep it.
We can't pay you anything except what you can lift.
This is this is a weird middle ground, where like it's totally acceptable in D&D to just loot. But to me, I like loot because it gives you guys a motivation to explore a map, and especially with these maps that Alita did such a great job on. So, we don't want to go so real world that looting becomes mundane. And don't get me wrong, people can play that way, but to me, I enjoy you guys wanting to try to find every corner of a dungeon. So, there will be creative ways to have treasure throughout this, and you can do it in your own game too if you're
Cool.
if this is something that you want to include.
And I appreciate that we are borderline recycling. So there's that. Justice served again for the planet.
This has been served.
Double justice.
Yeah, actually, you know what? There's another good idea for treasure. Like finding things that have rewards. Like, what if it's a
Empty beer bottles.
it's like really
That's how you get paid.
No, but like like a missing cat or something, like is like $50 reward for a missing
Oh,
cat
that's
or whatever.
good.
But like, what if that, but in an actual trinket way? Like, that's sort of what I've done here with like a missing film reel or whatever. The idea that there could be treasure in your quote unquote superhero dungeon that could just be things that need to go back to people for a certain amount of money. But
Totally.
anyway, just
Nice.
noise.
There is another door across the way, so I'm not going to run into the greeny misty of potential death until we see what that door is, or if that maybe presents a way to drain it out, drain the gas out.
Does it look like there are other windows looking in on this area?
They push a shot.
Yeah,
was
it's an atrium.
I've got my
I
cart
think
out.
that's a bench. There's a bench.
We push a shopping cart that's empty. We leave with it full of bottles.
We're gonna clean up this city in more ways than one. That's great. Sorry, I got really distracted by Gary saying the greeny, misty killing stuff.
Understandable. I'm wondering if we can see other windows from our location.
Well, and the lovely thing about Foundry, which again we're going to be giving away in just a few, in like half an hour, is that if you could see it, it would be there. So unfortunately,
Because I think I can see like
It looks like texture.
windows here, but you can't see through them, right?
then you
Maybe
cannot.
they're tinted.
I'm not so much
No.
asking if I could see through them.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if we couldn't see other windows. Like I wasn't sure if that was a solid wall or windows.
It looks to be a window that must be boarded up.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is
But-
really
Or the
wonderful.
blinds are closed.
Mhm.
It really does make it easy, or the range of your vision is just so that you can't.
Well,
see
that's
that far.
it. If Connor runs out into this courtyard, who knows who could see him besides us?
It could be worth dying. Connor.
Connor,
They
you
could
gonna
be
turn this
staring at
off
us
and
now.
down?
You're looking at us just like, I don't see anything.
We have been foiled by doors and windows.
All right, then. Well, it looks like if we go to the door on the right side of this hallway down here, then we can get, it looks like, into a vestibule area. And then
Yeah,
make it to the
I
other
would
side
like to
that
start
way.
getting into that spot.
Yeah.
Let's not go to the poison. Let's walk around. How about
Do love a
Alright,
good
maybe?
vestibule.
So you walk around.
And you want to care to go first?
Oh no!
I want to do a really quick sense device.
Okay, and how you said it's 30 feet?
It's 30 feet radius from me.
Okay. And what specifics does the sense device sense?
I'll tell you all about it.
Stud.
As an action, you stop and listen, attuning to the nearly silent hum of electronic devices in your vicinity until the start of your next turn. As long as you do not move, you can hear the hum of any closed electrical circuits within non-superpowered devices within range.
Yeah. So you take a moment, Bloom, and you close your eyes. What does it look like when you're sensing device?
Yeah, I close my eyes and my skin sort of adopts this strange quality where it seems almost like an undersea creature trying to camouflage itself. It's like very much like a cuttlefish's attempts at camouflage. So her texture of her skin doesn't change, but there are these waving patterns and different variations of color all up and down her skin, and the left side of her body is covered in scars, and those scars just kind of pulse with almost like a light.
Awesome.
Interesting. I like that.
Yeah, you see this happen to Bloom, and you, as you sense this pulsing energy, you notice that it's coming from maybe 30 feet in front of you, slightly to the right, but up. I imagine it's sort of like a bubble, So it sort of seems like it's coming a little bit above you as well.
Okay. And I let my party members know that there's, how big is it?
Maybe 3 foot by 3 foot. Seems to be sort of like a square almost.
Okay. So I tell them that there's this somewhat distant and somewhat elevated source of energy in the next room.
A distant, elevated source.
Okay, well, how about we open and elevate it? Maybe it's a turret or a camera.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, to be honest. And there were at one point monitors around here, so it could just be some sort of, computer.
Could also be another one of those electric shocking devices with another hostage.
It could be. You did sense that the first time, so it's possible. I'm going to check and see if the door is locked, though. Again, hammer first. Oh, sorry.
Trapped
Axe first.
Axe first. You give it a try, and it seems to be unlocked.
Nice.
Ooh.
So, can I open the door?
Of course.
All right.
Do it.
No, nothing happens. Yeah, you open
Okay.
it. It creaks softly, revealing a staircase that winds up to a second floor.
Interesting.
as well as a hall that continues around the green misty gardens.
All right. I would love to go up the stairs, but I'm assuming you want to see what's going on with the murder fog on the other side.
I would like to check the murder fog.
Okay.
Yeah, I say let's stay on this floor first. Just dungeon rules, you know.
That works.
Is this bit to our right, I suppose? Is that just
Yeah,
the
that's the
outside?
door. That's the door.
The outside, yeah.
It's nothing like special or anything.
Also,
What's
look, you
up
can't
here?
see those
Sidewalk.
windows.
Yeah.
You just won't be able to see in.
Oh my.
One way.
Very
It's a one
interesting.
way.
Found another door.
That's
Yeah.
another door.
Anything
this door-
interesting in this corridor, or is it just kind of standard issue?
Yeah, it seems odd. It does seem pretty plain and very guiding.
It does seem guiding.
But I don't see any red arrows though. That's the interesting part. So
No.
I don't nothing pointing up, nothing pointing down here. That's a little bit. I mean, if I was going to be a supervillain leading heroes through a trapped studio, I would want them to go up the stairs first. So maybe.
Rigger Raven asked what platform we're playing on. We are playing on Foundry. If you retweet our tweet right now on Sigil_EG on Twitter, you can win a chance. You can win a copy of Foundry in the next 45 minutes. So make sure you retweet and check it out. I will also mention this because Colin from the Discord just had a banger of an idea that I absolutely love. If you are enjoying this 10-part series that we're going to be doing, join the Sigil Discord, and down in the live games chat, I want you to put what you think a modern equivalent of treasure would be. And if we use your treasure in game, we'll give you a little shout out. You know, for instance, John from Venetus Vinco just offered bank card with the passcode on the back in Sharpie, which is hilarious and a great idea of treasure. So I want your most creative treasures, and when we use them, I'll happily and excitedly mention whose idea it was, and thanking them for that. So make sure you head to the Discord, and maybe even we'll start a new little channel down there in the gaming and live stuff where you can just add treasures. But yeah, thanks for that, John. Hilarious. I love it. Great idea, Colin.
I love the idea of reverse psychology pointing us towards this. They would want us to go up the stairs because that makes the most sense. There's no arrows leading here, so they're trying to hide this kind of corridor. I say we go through the door.
Me too.
But there are also arrows like leading through the lobby, pointing the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
But maybe they were leading to more stairs up. Maybe they're really trying to get us away from whatever's behind this area.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it. Let's bust the door down. I'm not
Yeah,
afraid.
Alright.
of
yeah, but you
Can I
know,
check
still
if it's
dungeon
locked?
rules.
This little axe poke?
Yeah, do it.
What'd you say
I was
on
going
it?
to say something. I thought was might have been smart. What did he say?
Oh, me?
Yeah,
he
you.
said dungeon
Yeah, oh
rules.
yeah, no, I said dungeon rules. Yeah, just we should figure out what's behind this door regardless. So
gotta
it's
clear
gonna
the floor.
happen. So just
Okay.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah. You test the knob. It seems to be unlocked.
That is a reassuring sign, and yet horrifically unreassuring. I'd like to
Yeah.
open the door.
Okay.
What the heck is happening here?
Ooh.
It's an astronaut, and
You crack open the door to see a Wild West set. You seem to be behind a facade of a wooden building, aged appropriately. The dark wood of the set. I'm going to move you in, Bloom, just for a second so we can see. The dark wood of the set looms before you, and at first almost sets you with a calming reassurance of a simpler time before you see the three people standing on the stage surrounding a hostage. The hostage is tied to a chair, and all of them are facing you. Roll for a name. Buddy.
Ooh.
which one is the hostage? Oh, the dude in the suit.
Probably the guy in the
suited one.
All right.
Guy in the
So,
suit's the hostage.
Connor, you ran in right away. Well, we're going to go from where the door came in. So if you can move yourself down.
Where do you need me? Just in front of the door?
Yeah, just where the door was open. We'll put you right there. Perfect. You all are rolling.
My initiative is 9.
9. What else did everyone
9.
get?
16, because I rolled with advantage.
23.
Nice. 23.
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, no.
No.
2 total.
Wah, wah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little good.
You know what? That makes sense too, because you're not fully back to full strength yet. That was not an easy fight last one. So hang back for a second. Don't get stabbed first. Let's share the knife stabbing.
Gary, you said it was a 9?
23.
Oh, sorry. Erica was a 9.
I was 16. Ranjit was 9.
She was 9. I moved everybody down 1. Perfect. All right. Connor,
Hey.
top of the order.
Right. So
What
the
do you
first
do?
thing people see Connor do is very daintily hold up his left hand, take out a blue vial, and start painting his nails with what is soon to be poison. And if that's my action, I'll also do a bonus action, and then I'll move.
Okay.
So my bonus action.
it would be an action to do that. So yeah, you
Yeah.
do that. You put poison on your fingers.
I would love if that would count as some sort of intimidation check too, because if somebody burst into a room where I was holding a hostage and started painting their nails,
About to
I'd be
get
terrified.
fucking real.
Sure. Give me a roll.
So, yeah, I'll do you want to roll intimidation?
Sure, if you want to try to intimidate them. that's fine.
I very much do, and I think I can add my proficiency to this because I have no modifier. Sweet.
Sure.
15.
Yeah, you walk in.
Your life's about to get very difficult.
And maybe the guy at the back sort of just looks over his shoulder behind him for a second, but for the most part, the two in the front seem unscathed.
Yeah.
And then
I'll threaten him, and then just as a bonus action, you can just see, even though metal can't really ripple, Connor's arms seem to ripple, and he just goes, "Rah!" And I'll cast Unarmed Might upon myself.
Nice.
And what does unarmed might do for the people?
Unarmed Might. You channel your strength into your fists and feet. For the duration, you can roll 1d4 and add your strength modifier in place of the normal damage of your unarmed strike. While this power is in effect, you may make one unarmed strike as a bonus action after using the attack action to make an unarmed strike. If you do so, you roll 1d4 plus your strength modifier in place of normal damage for both unarmed attacks.
Everyone got that? Good. All right.
Pop quiz later.
Perfect. Yeah. Excellent. Well done, Connor. Hammer chain.
All right. I'm assuming I'm reading the situation right. These guys are very unfriendly. And I'd like to just hit the one who's right in front.
Just want to hit him.
Just want to hit him.
Just want to hit him.
I don't want to make any other conversations. We know what we're here to do.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All
Hit
right.
him. Okay.
I'm gonna be to the point on this. Oh, this is not great. 9.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, you miss. So
That's
you
fair.
run up.
I just whiffed it.
You jump on the stage. You hear the click of your boot heels along the wooden set of this Western. And again, Hammerchain, you're looking around. You see there's like old dusty tumbleweeds in the corner. The bar set that surrounds you has broken bottles all around. And suddenly you feel like you're transported back to the Wild West. And as you take a swing at this thug who stands next to the hostage, he just sort of dips out of the way and you miss him. Are you going to do anything for bonus action, or is that your...
Honestly, I'm still trying to figure out how my bonus actions are playing out. So I will just chill there.
Amazing. Perfect. Okay. Ranjit, it is your turn, my friend.
Okay, so my Eldritch Sight, it says I can use detect superpowers reflexively, and the power no longer requires concentration to maintain whenever I use it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Eldritch Sight to use the detect superpowers ability, so I can determine what and who are superpowered. Now, the only issue that I currently am facing is I don't have the detect superpowers block, and I
You don't have the
have
block.
not- yeah, like the
The text of it?
yeah. Thank you.
Let me see if we can find that for you. Detect superpowers. Eldritch Sight is what you're talking about, right?
Yes, that's
Oh,
the
no,
ability that I have.
Detect superpowers without it. I see. Hold on.
Right, but
You
the
mean
actual detect superpowers
it doesn't
is not in
exist.
this document. Right,
Oh.
right, or something. Oh, so some such.
I'm gonna write Eugene.
But if it works like detect magic, then I should get some kind of information. You have to decide.
Yeah, so it
how,
says
like,
you have advantage. You have advantage on a roll to detect superpowers individuals within 30 feet of you. That's your esoteric research. So I don't think you can do it. You just have advantage on it. That's the occult path that I'm reading right now. Either way, their nature causes ripples in the energies ebbing and flowing around you. Then I see what you're saying. You can use it, and you don't have to get concentration. Okay, so yeah, you cast this, and again, it's this ripple, like Neo when he breathes in the Matrix, just like, which is a super, current reference. And yeah, you actually can detect superpowers in one of the three on the stage.
Uh-oh.
And
Is
it
it this
is,
dude
in
with the-
fact, yes, this mutant sort of looks at you. And you can tell that this superhero has a eldritch connection, one that you find very familiar.
Okay, now I know what I'm up against. Okay, excellent. So
And that's this tiefling looking
That's
dude?
the tiefling looking one, yeah.
Great.
Let me see now. Okay, yeah. I don't think there's any other actions that I can take this round. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to move down into this block. And that'll be my turn.
Into which spot? Oh, perfect. Okay.
Just 5 feet down. That's it.
Cool. All right. Time for the enemies to go. So you sort of hear this tiefling looking mutant. And she sort of cackles under her breath a little bit. You have no idea what you've just walked into. And she turns to you, Hammerchain. And she is going to use Chill Touch on you. Spell that I had, and for some reason cannot find at the moment.
To her credit, she is right. We don't.
You have no idea what you're in for. Give me 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves while I find this silly thing.
I have a plan, guys, and my plan is to hit them until they stop fighting us. Who's on board?
I like
posted
that
it
plan.
in chat.
Nice.
You posted the spell?
In chat, yeah. It's scrolling over my head right now, but you can just read it on the chat. In the game.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
In Foundry.
I just found it. There we
Make
go.
a ranged spell attack.
Yeah. So she turns to. Oh, it's ranged. Why did I think it was? Oh, Chill Touch gave the impression. I think she's. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's away from you. So Hammer Touch. She
We were
turns
just talking about that confusion like
to
the
attack
other day.
with a ranged power attack. Here we go.
Okay.
Ooh, 18.
Ah,
I'm guessing that hits.
that does hit. I'd like it if it didn't, but it does.
Just
Yeah. So she hits you with 3 points of necrotic damage.
God.
You know what? It's the thought that counts, and I don't appreciate
Shaking
it.
in the swimsuit.
As this icy spectral hand fires out from her and wraps around you, and for a second you feel the cracking of your skin as it freezes on contact, and you take a medium blow.
Is it like that feeling when someone's really cold hand just goes on the back of your neck and you're not expecting it? Like they just try to do the whole "look how cold my hand is" and just grab you.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. And you hate it just as much. Meanwhile, this thug to the southwest of you, Connor, steps forward, and he takes a swing at you with his multi-attack. He's going to attack you twice. With a 10 and a 6.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Gary.
10,
So sorry.
those
He will
probably
miss.
misses, right?
I figured. And then this guy is also going to turn to you and do the exact same thing. But this time he feels lucky. So he's like, hey, Miss Timber, you won't miss me. Oh, and he's not wrong. Does a 14 hit you?
It does not.
Okay. A 21.
Oh,
Okay, that does hit.
Okay. Yeah, he pulls a blade and he stabs you with 6 damage.
Goodness
Right.
gracious.
just always the stabbing. Always.
Stabbing. And as you see these two surround you, Connor, you hear the heavy footsteps from the back door
Oh no.
as 2 more approach.
That's not great. That's not great at all.
20, 25, 30. And the one walks out with sunglasses and a blade to his back, smiling. However, the man behind him is even more intimidating. A man wearing what looks to be a luchador mask and silver gauntlets steps out. And again, Ranjit, your superpower detector sort of begins firing on all as this heavy, powerful, boss-looking man walks out and with a deep voice just sort of shakes his head and says, you guys are in for a world of hurt.
I wish they'd stop teasing it so much. Like, I'm already in here. I'm committed.
Superheroes, so you got, that's
Yeah.
what they do. And then he does something that you don't really know. He kind of just, cracks his neck. And
Rude.
Connor, you feel sort of a chill run up your spine as if something's just been cast on you.
Oh, I love that. I hate it. I love it so much.
Sure.
Oh, the worst.
Bloom, it is your turn.
Yeah, all right. Well, so I know that Luchador Man has some silver gauntlets. Does anyone look like they're wearing or made of metal?
Connor. Oh, no, I'm kidding. What's that?
I'm made of
apart,
metal.
apart from Connor.
No, no one looks like they're made of metal, unfortunately.
Except for the luchadors wearing silver gauntlets. Anyone else wearing metal?
I mean, I've got my chainmail kind of around me, so
To clarify, the luchador silver gauntlets are like, fabric. Like
Oh, okay.
well, he's a wrestler, right? So he wouldn't really
I was
have...
hoping that they were like
But
made.
you know what? I also really like where you're going with that. So let's just say, for the sake of awesomeness, that they are like actually silver metal.
Hell yeah.
Because I mean, what the hell, right? We're here to showcase S5E, and what is S5E if it's not a superhero game?
Yay. Yeah.
So Bloom, you see this this big old boss man walk out with some heavy metal gauntlets.
Look at him. Great. So Bloom, from her perch within the corridor, she spies this dude, and she is going to shoot a ray of lightning at him, or a bolt of lightning at him. She's actually going to shoot it twice. She's going to twin this power.
nice.
Lets loose 2 bolts, and I get advantage to hit this dude because he's got metal on him.
Okay.
This
Yes.
is my elemental effect, the manifestation of my electricity. I get to attack with advantage if the target is wearing or made of metal. So
Nice.
I'm going to do 2 elemental blasts on this fool.
Let's do it.
So the first one here.
You make him regret accessorizing.
And what's my additional? That's a 15.
15.
Hey.
Yes, that hits.
Ooh, good.
Just barely.
All right. So the first hit deals 8 damage.
Nice.
And
Okay.
then my second bolt of electricity. Ooh, 217. So that's gonna hit for sure.
Nice. Yeah.
22. And only 4 damage.
Okay. Lightning strikes across the set. I love the idea that it sort of goes along the ground and sort of like ripples across, creating this burnt wood, this lightning bolt across the ground as it sort of smacks up underneath him like an uppercut. His head goes flying back, and his gauntlets suddenly become emblazoned with this blue electricity, and he stumbles back a little bit, and you see this like deep scar under his chin where like the ground current just jumped up, and suddenly you can all smell like that burnt wood smell
awesome.
as this crack of lightning flying between all of you.
That's why you're the DM.
Bloom just breathing heavily in the doorway.
Fantastic.
Excellent job. Connor, top of the round, my friend.
Who is the one that hit me?
That would be the gentleman to the northeast of you. So the one in the hood.
Oh, hoodie boy. Gonna get a snack.
The guy in the tie, he's
He
the
is the
hostage, right?
hostage.
He's sitting tied up in a chair.
Yeah, he's tied up to a chair. He's like
Right.
right in the middle,
Is he conscious?
looking around. Yeah, let's
Okay.
say. Because it's just interesting to see
now.
him kind of like confused and trying to look around at what's going on.
Since Connor's back is slightly turned to this guy, he will look around and like suss the two of them out, and for 1 second he'll linger on the hostage as if like it was you. I know it was you. Wait a minute, and then we'll go target the hoodie guy.
About to hit a hostage.
Oh, wait a minute, it was you. Does a 17 hit,
Yes, it does.
and does a 20 then a 21 hits as well? Yeah.
No, just kidding. Yes.
So I'm going to do both my unarmed strike, my attack one, and my bonus action one to just punch him in the head
Remember-
as hard as I can.
Remember, you're doing poison damage too.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, that is... All right. This is literally what happened. I rolled 2 d6s and 2 d4s.
Yeah.
On the d6s, I rolled a 1 and a 2. On the d4s, I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh
No.
3 points of normal damage and 3 points of poison damage.
no, that's not great.
That's insufficient damage, Gary.
Insufficient. damage. That's not-
I'm tired. Just you're all right. I'll hit you again later. You'll be fine.
Is there anything else you can do as a bonus?
Preview. You should have been like, you don't understand what we had planned for you. Let's put that
You should see the doors we hit.
Yeah, so you try to take a swing. I mean, you hit him, but just very minorly. You know, he's bleeding from his nose as he takes 2 hits.
That's
to
a
the-
love tap, darling.
Hammer chain. It
All
is
right.
your- You just got chill touched.
which I don't appreciate, but at the same time, I can only do so much about that right now. I want to let the hostage know that we're here to help you, just to make the extra clear. I'm sure he's had a pretty rough day. I don't
Yeah.
know what he's going through.
Mm.
Okay,
Like think tape across his mouth and like he's got a bandage on his head. He's just
I'll assume the muffled screaming is gratitude and work from there. I gotta try again with this guy who's between me and Connor right now, and just swing at him again.
yeah.
All right. We're going to see if this works. Come on, come on. That's a 13.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, I'm on board with that. Thank you. All
Yeah.
right. So let's see what my what I do with this. Not great. That is 7, but I would also like to spend one of my focus points and use my combo attack, where immediately after I take the attack action on my turn, I can spend 1 focus point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Yeah,
Ooh,
let's
yeah.
do that. That's
All
awesome.
right. So because I am martial artist, I actually get to use a D6 instead of a D4.
Amazing.
So to this, that's the first punch.
Well,
That's
so you
10
still have
damage.
to- well, hold on. You still have to roll to hit for the second, right?
Oh, do I have to? I thought it was
I
the whole point of the
If you're
focus
allowed to
point.
do an unarmed, I think what it means is that now you can, as your bonus action, you do an unarmed attack. So it's
Fair
not
enough. Well, let me roll for the actual attack then. That would retroactively be the one that was there.
I'll let
Please.
you use that damage die if you hit. So.
Ooh.
Oh,
That was a.
is that
I'm
natural?
glad
You
roll.
critted.
Thank you.
You critted.
Pretty.
Oh,
Yay!
I am happy with that.
Nice.
Yeah.
that's awesome. So now, okay, so you would roll 2d6 instead?
No, well, two strikes. I'm assuming I would roll twice to hit with both of them.
Yes. Okay. So normally you would be 1d6. So you get to roll 2d6 for this first one because a natural 20 doubles your damage. So
And I can't use the 10 I rolled before. All right.
well, you already rolled one of your d6s and it was pretty good, right? It was what was it? Do you remember?
That was the history says it was the 5 that I rolled on that.
Perfect. So just roll one more d6. We'll do 5 plus. This will be your natural 20 hit.
2 more damage.
So 7 damage total, and then you can do another unarmed strike. So give me another.
Does she
D20.
add her ability?
Yeah. Do you
score
add anything
modifier?
to the unarmed attack? Your
That
strength.
should be
strength
plus
modifier.
5. So,
Yeah.
oh
Probably.
goodness, we're doing math today, aren't we?
What's your strength modifier?
0.
Okay. Yeah. So it's just 7 then.
Okay, we're good.
Perfect. So
Actually,
roll
forgot to
one
add
more
them.
d20 for your second unarmed strike.
Okay.
Ah, yes, the muffled screams of Greta.
We'll
Classic.
get that. And that is 18 on the dice. That is 25.
Amazing. Yeah, and then roll another
Alright.
d6.
1d6. And we're doing 2 more damage, which I'm happy with.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Good round, Erica. Holy
I'm
shit.
pleased with that.
Yeah. This guy is bloodied. He is not looking very well. He's still, he's still looking tough and formidable, but definitely you have taken a lot of the wind out of his sails, so to speak. Excellent. Are you doing anything else? Are you moving, or are you?
If I'm okay to shift over to one spot,
Yep, totally fine.
okay. Just get closer to the hostage, help him out, if
Excellent.
I can.
Ranjit, it is your turn, friend.
All right. I see who she blasts, the luchador, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I focus my energy on the luchador as well, and I cast Ray of Enfeeblement, and I say, let me see here, Tandoori Chicken! And a blast of swirling black something fires at the luchador. So I have to roll
Okay,
a
what does he do?
range spell
Strength
attack
attacks
against the target.
are-
On a hit, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends.
Oh, nice.
And
So
it gets saves on each of its turns to.
Okay,
try
so you still have to
stop
hit,
it.
though? What did you say?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's see if you can hit him.
Let's see if I hit. Spell attack bonus. Come on, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Ooh.
Hey!
Ooh.
Yeah, you
Hell
hit him
yeah.
with this ray of enfeeblement. These black tendrils of the eldritch lore sort of come out from your fingertips and wrap around him. And so any attack he does now does half damage.
Yeah. Well,
Any
the way
strength
I read
attack?
it- Yeah. On a hit, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use
Nice.
strength until the spell ends. And I hold it on a concentration, I believe.
Perfect. Are you doing anything else?
No,
You staying
no
there.
concentration, actually. This is great.
Cool. Are
Okay,
you
it's
staying
just
there?
duration up to a minute. Yes. No, I'll move back down.
Cool.
Rashi, I've got to ask. Like, you're shouting things like tandoori chicken here, and I love tandoori chicken. Is it coming with any sort of smell, just kind of make him hungry, and that's why he's getting weaker?
No, it's just he likes to eat and he likes
Oh,
his
okay.
food and it's
Why
he
is
channels.
shouting
They're
food?
his power words.
Oh,
Why-
that's his power words. Yeah, it's his verbal. His verbals are all food. So yeah.
Good. All right. So it is the enemy's turns. They are not happy with what happened or what is happening. This gentleman is moving to hammer chain as you sort of, attacking his friend, and he ain't happy. He is going to attack you. He pulls out a machete and he tries to swipe at your back with a 16.
Yep.
So he misses one and he hits with the other and he does 6 points of damage.
It's not great.
No, it
Not
is
happy with
not.
that.
Meanwhile, his friend below him is still pretty angry at No, you did the most damage. I think he turns around and he's like, "Oh, you want to go then? Let's go!" And he's going to attack you as well. This is the hoodie guy. With that's going to be a 16 and an 18 to hit.
That they both get me.
How are you doing for health?
I'm hanging in there.
Well, he takes out another 6 points of damage with 2 stabs to your gut. You're being surrounded.
I'm gonna be honest, really thinking that, like Bloom, knives are a weakness of mine. Specifically that stabbing part.
Yeah.
Not having a great time.
Meanwhile, this occultist is unhappy with the 2 quote-unquote mages in the hall, and she's going to move away. So you can do an attack of opportunity if you would like, Connor.
Happily. Oh, no,
Sorry.
Connor, sorry.
Me? Yeah, I'll definitely do it.
Yep. So give me an attack of opportunity if you would like.
Oh my
Come on.
Got excited for revenge.
Yeah, it's just like 9 plus what? Strength? Do I get advantage? Nah, it's 11.
No, you miss. So you take a swipe at her as she steps away. And she's going to move up here to the doorway. And she sees you, Bloom, and the person that cast such a violent fireball against her friend.
Or electricity or whatever.
Or electricity or whatever. Fireball, electricity. Maybe she's colorblind.
Lightning
Maybe
ball.
Probably.
she sees grays. Everything is shades of gray to her.
It's a sad life.
She is going to do a shadowy strike towards you.
Ooh, I don't like that.
No.
Uh-oh.
Ranged
I know that one.
with a 13 hit.
That hits.
Oh. She throws her hands down to the ground and then pulls them up as if digging something up from the ground. And as she does, you see the stone shake at the base of the set. And from it, almost imperceptibly, you see these shadowy fingers come up, almost mirroring her own hands. And she fires them out, and like 2 rockets, they slam into both of your shoulders. No, it doesn't really matter. You don't need to do any sort of save. It is just damage with 2d8. Both rolled very poorly, plus nothing. Wow. So 3 damage.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm having that moment where I reread things that I can do and realized, should have probably parried like I was able to do as a reaction. Would have helped me a lot. It's okay.
We're all learning.
We'll all learn. We'll
Lessons
remember.
learned. School of hard knocks. Stabs. School of hard stabs.
Speaking of hard stabs, this other thug pulls back and he is going to go down to Connor's belly again with a with a 9 and an 8 to hit.
It does not hit.
No, but the luchador, he is very angry. He walks right up to you, Connor, coming south of you. And as you look up towards this menacing, large figure, he just looks down at you, and in a moment, it almost seems like everything stops, as if the fight isn't happening. He looks down at you with such calmness, and he sort of just regards you as if someone would regard an insect. And then, as if by surprise, he wails into your stomach with 2 strong hits.
Is this with disadvantage or because of his curse, I guess? That Ahmed
Half damage. Half damage.
Ray of Enfeeblement, half damage.
Ray of Enfeeblement, yes, it's with half damage. However, he put a little spell on you. So he rolled a 15 plus, which would be a 19 to hit. Does that hit?
You know what? It does, but I'm going to use my sudden swerve.
Oh, okay.
Which adds me +5 to my AC. And if he misses, I can teleport to a square
Okay, well, so he attacked you twice. I rolled them both. So your AC jumps. He would have hit you with a 19. And does that still miss?
No, he wouldn't have. He would have hit, but not with the sudden swerve plus to AC.
Okay.
And the triggering attack when that misses.
You. Okay, so you teleport.
Yes.
And this is really interesting. This is sort of a replay of what happened earlier in the hall, but this luchador is much more powerful. So he swings at you and you sudden swerve. You step out of the way and you appear in a space next to him. However, he then, with a natural 20, because I rolled both at the same time, he like similarly how you sort of, cocky, you stepped out of the way and then you appeared next to the guy and went to hit him. This guy turns towards where you appear and rams you in the face with this metal sparking gauntlet. However, with the Ray of Enfeeblement, this will be because it is a strength attack.
Oh boy.
But very cool scene, especially because it's sort of playing off what you guys did earlier in the hallway, right? So that is going to be okay. That is going to be 8 damage. That's halved, so it would be.
That is not great.
No, it is not.
8 is the halved value.
8 is the halved value, correct? And you just feel the hot sting of blood down your chin as you feel your nose crack. Now with sudden swerve, do you get an attack as well, or I forget?
Honestly, it sounds like I shouldn't have taken any damage, but if it's a nat 20, it's a nat 20. No, I don't get it.
Oh, okay. What does your AC jump to with sudden swerve?
21.
21. So he still would have hit because his would now be a 24 to hit you. But
cool.
With the terminology, I'm not too sure. Either way, he cracks you right in the nose, and in a very intimidating scene. And I think top of the round, Connor, you look back at the luchador. It is your turn. What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna try to hit him, I suppose.
Go.
I'll do. I think it's
Joe. It is Joe's turn.
Oh, so sorry.
Bloom, it's your turn. My apologies.
Bloom is just gonna retaliate against this this caster who's come up on her. She's going to move forward and attack her mano a mano.
Cool.
Or lady a lady, I guess.
Yeah.
As it were. That's a 22 to hit.
It hits.
With an elemental strike.
Nice.
So I can touch her, which means essentially I just slap her really hard in the face. And she's going to take 2d10 lightning damage. 9 lightning damage.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Swear with eye, Hammer Chain genuinely appreciates that.
Yeah, you slap her with lightning.
Yep.
As she sort of stumbles back and looks at you with fire in her eyes.
Literally? It could be literally. Is it literally?
It is literally fire in her eyes. But it is
All
not her turn.
I yield the floor to Connor.
Connor.
I'm gonna try punch this feller.
Death.
In 19 and an 18 to hit.
A 19 and an 18 to hit. Both hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. I got 10 points of poison. No, 10 points poison and 5 points normal. Plus 4 because I had my strength modifier. So 19 points of damage.
Wow.
Excellent.
Nice. Good hit.
Smack.
Hit.
Did he save on his whatever the fuck it's called?
Oh, the Ray of Enfeeblement?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Tandoori chicken?
What's the DC, Ranjit? The saving throw
13.
for Ray of Enfeeblement? 15?
13.
And what is he rolling?
He is rolling a Constitution saving throw.
13 Constitution. Yeah, he makes it 17.
Dang.
So the Ray of Enfeeblement stops, unfortunately.
Okay.
No.
No.
Teacher, check our homework.
I'm getting stronger by the second as I remember things I can do.
Good. Are you going to do anything else, Connor, or are you...
No, that's my action and bonus action.
Perfect. Hammer chain. You're
right.
surrounded on either side by 2 thugs.
Yeah, my plan is to focus on this guy, still finish it up, and then I want to at least help one of my teammates here because I don't think anyone should be working alone on this. But I'm going to start with this guy.
Okay.
Swinging at him, trying to finish the job in a non-lethal way. That is 14.
That hits.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am going to be attacking him with this beautifully constructed axe, which is doing better than I ever thought it would. We're doing 13 damage on him for that.
Yeah, you knock him out. You
Yes!
smack him with the butt of this axe, and as you do, you just see him crumple to the floor like a pile of potatoes.
Awesome.
Little puff of strawberry scent following him the whole way. So quick question, Tom. If I were to do another combo attack, does it have to be the same target?
I don't know, but probably. Let's say no for now, and we'll figure it out. No.
Can I help get this lady who chill touched me at the start of this?
Yeah, she's just standing next to you. You can definitely walk up to her and take an attack.
All right. So I'm going to see if I can do my 2 unarmed strikes.
Go for it.
And as I just remembered, I'm using Dex for that, not for Strength. So first we're going to roll like a normal person. There we go. That's for the first one. That is going to be 13 versus AC.
13 hits.
Yes! Should I just roll the second one again, or just do damage?
Do damage first.
All right. I'm hoping this helps out. Sorry, typing.
Here.
The suspense. 8 damage.
Nice. And then the second one.
Second one's going to be... This is called teamwork. That's 23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hitting her again. 6 damage in a very friendly, feminist, gender equality way. I'm so sorry.
Bloom, you watch as Hammerchain walks up behind this caster, and with 2 meaty hits, drops the thing to the floor as it falls unconscious. Hammerchain, hells yeah, you took out.
That's awesome.
Ranjit, it's your turn.
All right. Okay. Well, she just took away my target. Do you guys think that I Am Legend up top is tough? Like a tough guy? Or do you think?
I love it.
Yeah. The top, is that he just a normal standard thug, or is he a special thug?
He looks like a standard thug.
Okay. All right.
He's a thug with a knife,
Okay.
you know?
I move to here, and I'm gonna try to touch the La Luchador with some bestow curse.
Okay, go for it.
So I have to touch him. So I'm going to roll.
The hammer of justice is unisex. Bestow curse. Tell me what it does.
Bestow curse is going to make the target have disadvantage on attack rolls against me. The target must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of its turn. If it fails, it wastes its action that turn doing nothing.
Wow.
The target's cursed.
Nice.
Your attacks and spells deal an extra D8 necrotic damage to the target. And a remove curse spell, helps. So here's the roll.
Oh,
And
no.
it's a...
For one.
No.
Can I use an inspiration? Do we start with an inspiration?
You have to use inspiration. No, you don't start with inspiration, and inspiration is before you roll.
You just gotta get it out of the system. That's okay. It's okay. But I will say, just as a record, Ranjit, I'm bleeding. Just throw it out there. Just go lay it out there for everybody.
Okay.
What's your health
Gotcha,
at?
I got you.
I'm at 12 of 27.
Whew.
I got you.
So, Ranjit, you still bestow a curse, correct?
Yeah. No, I don't. I failed, right?
Oh, it was a roll to bestow the curse. I didn't know if it was.
Yeah, I touch the creature and then bestow the curse.
So he just like fucking deked out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy's moving around.
Yeah,
It's
the
too
luchador
fast.
sort of reels back.
Oh wait, hang on. Am I reading this correctly? Do I have to roll an attack roll?
No, that creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become cursed for during the spell.
It says you touch a. Oh, so I did that wrong. So I didn't have to roll. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's concentration.
misread.
So I have to do a wisdom saving throw. That's okay. So I'll do a wisdom saving throw now.
But it was dramatic.
Very
So
dramatic.
I touch his glistening muscles.
That is a 6. So now he has disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws. He has disadvantage on attack rolls against you, and he has to make a wisdom throw at the start. So yeah, no, he is full cursed.
Yes!
while cursed,
Word.
he takes an extra 1d8 damage from you.
He was so nicely oiled and glistening, and then you just wiped it away off his bicep, and that's just all it takes.
I just touched him.
It's like
Great
a
job.
frog. He needs that slime.
Okay.
Since I'm on.
That's how he's been getting around so fast.
Do you want to draw his ire towards you because you've cursed him? Do you want to or do you, because he's pretty intent on hurting Connor, but if you want to give me like an intimidation or persuasion roll to make him angry at you.
No, I don't want to make him angry at me.
Oh, okay. Because
I don't even want him to know I touched him.
Okay, well, the reason being is that, just so you're aware, the bestow curse, the disadvantage is only when he attacks you, not Connor.
No, I know, it's fine, but he still has to make wisdom saving throw at the start of each of his turns, and that could prove that he does nothing, which is still a nice advantage in itself.
Yeah, that's
that
very
extra
true.
buffer's cool, but I don't need the ire.
Okay.
On the off chance he does punch you in the face, it does seem like
exactly. I might be all right. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So he got another 6. So you're saying that if he fails, he loses his turn?
Yeah, isn't that what it says? Hang on. It says if it fails, it wastes its actions that turn
Yep.
into nothing.
Yep.
While the target is cursed.
Turn. If it fails, it wastes its action that turn doing nothing. Yes.
He's furiously applying his oil.
Yeah. No. He's like angry. He feels you touch him, and he like goes to grab it. But no, I think it is like an occult thing. Like you see the whites of his eyes just sort of slide over with these purple tendrils for a moment, and he becomes like dazed for a second. Awesome job. That was really important.
Yeah.
Guy packs a wall. Meanwhile, this thug sees what you did, and he's going to step up towards you, and he's going to try to stab you.
Oh no!
With
Concentration spell.
AC 15.
8 and a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Okay.
It is a concentration spell, by the way.
He does. Yeah. He only does 2 damage to you. And why don't you roll concentration?
I still have to roll versus that, though, right?
Power, I guess. Concentration.
It's a 10. A DC 10.
Yeah.
And I don't get any bonuses to that, right?
For your concentration check? I don't think
Is it a power save or a concentration save?
Concentration.
Oh.
I think you do.
With the power save, you get your proficiency modifier.
It up as well.
12. Hey, you're good.
That's already above without
nice.
the
yes.
So we can move on past.
Meanwhile, this gentleman is not happy with you, Hammerchain. He is going to take his machete and really try to hack at you. Take you at a mish. He hits you with a he tries to hit you with a 12.
I don't know if I had to say this before or not, because I'm trying to use the parry option that I have here.
Parry?
So when wielding my signature weapon, which is my sister's axe, you may attempt to parry attacks that you can see. When you're hit by attack, you may use your reaction to add your proficiency bonus to your armor class. If this raises your AC above the attack number, the attack misses.
Okay, perfect. So yeah. So the first one misses anyway. The second one would hit with a 16. So now you're going to parry that.
Yep.
Bumps your AC to what?
17.
So perfect. So it misses.
Oh,
nice.
Thank goodness.
Like he comes back at you with this machete. He reels back and he goes to swing at you, and you just bring up your axe.
Yeah, no. Once is enough. I've learned my lesson.
Nice.
Knives are sharp.
And that's all the enemies. Bloom, it is your turn.
Yeah, I mean, Bloom definitely wants to mess up this luchador. She's going to shoot another bolt of lightning directly into the room, arcing over the heads of her friends.
Yeah.
And hopefully pegging him right in his stupid gauntlets. I'm going to roll with advantage because of his...
Oh, you got to hit him in his heart junk.
Heart junk.
Hit him in his heart junk.
18.
18 does hit.
All right.
Yeah.
Singe that junk.
8 damage.
8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, he is still standing.
I'm just impressed by how cinematic this would look, having this lightning crackle over a western bar.
Yeah, you look up, it's dark too. This set, it's not lit with stage lights. You look up and you see the reflection of the blues on the floor beneath you, sort of illuminating all of you in this eerie sense as Bloom just fires this across. Top of the round, Connor, you're standing in front of this dazed-looking luchador who has electricity pouring down his spine. What will you do?
Connor will look at him and point at his head and be like, I got you. I got your number. And as a bonus action, I'll cast Hunter's Mark.
Nice.
So, and I'm going to, with my bonus unarmed strike, try to punch him in the face.
Let's do it.
Oh, with my actions are anyway. Hey, 19 to hit.
Hits.
And 17 points of damage.
17?
Are you kidding me?
Holy shit.
Oh,
I did well with the 6s. Because I have the poison knuckles as well.
Mhm.
Yes.
And the Hunter's Mark adds the d6 to the schmackies.
Barely standing. He's barely standing. Your turn?
Yeah, I suppose, because I do want to... How badly hurt are you, Hammer Chain?
I'm not doing great. I'm pretty bloody. The sweater's absorbing what it can, honestly.
So I have a skirmisher ability that means a creature I attack will not get an attack of opportunity on me if I disengage, just pew and leg it out.
Problem is is it any creature or a specific creature?
A creature I attack.
Okay, so there is still another creature to the northeast of you or northwest of you that would get an attack of opportunity.
Oh.
I'm feeling overly confident. I'd say if you want to stay where you are and keep hitting this guy, taking him down, I'll support that.
If he hits me, I'll be no better off than you when I get to you.
Fair enough.
So I won't be much use to you. I'll stay. I'll stay.
All right, Hammer Chain, it's your turn.
All right, taking this guy down as fast as I can, because I do not want him hitting me again, and he's definitely going to try. That is 24.
Nice. Yes, you definitely hit.
All right. Smack him back. Yeah, that works.
Him back.
What is that? That's 10.
10 damage.
10 damage.
Yeah, you give him a meaty hit into his stomach, and he falls to his knees. He's still awake, but he is prone.
Am I okay to use my last focus point on this guy?
Are you asking me? Yes.
I don't
All right.
know.
I'm gonna do it. Let's finish him off. I do not want to be stabbed again.
Do
All right. First strike. That is an 18 on the die.
Yes.
Yes.
I am very excited. That is 9 damage.
Yes.
Yes.
The second unarmed strike.
That's 6 plus your dexterity. That's another 10, isn't it?
No, it shouldn't be another 10.
No, your dex is 4, right?
No, my dex is 3.
Oh, 3. So that's going to be, that was 6, 7. So that's
9.
9 damage. Okay.
Yes,
Wow.
9 damage.
Yeah. And
That's
then
23 for the second unarmed strike.
Yeah.
And got damage here. That's 4 damage, but it's still satisfying.
Yeah. What does it look like when you knock this guy out?
It is that one chance where I could say axe beats scissors. Which in my head sounded so cool and was referencing so many things. But you know what? My wit is about as sharp as my axe, which is to say not very, but it still got the job done.
Yeah, you knock him out and he falls splayed back on the floor. Great round. Ranjit.
Yeah, I just went through like a little bit of a rules crisis because Bestow Curse is generally a 3rd level spell, but for the occultist on the spell list, it's a 2nd level spell. So when I was like, oh, that's where I found it. I was like, oh no.
That's all good. What do you do? You got the luchador. You got this other sort of thug in front of you.
Yeah, I guess the first thing I want to do is GTFO, but I think I have to hit him with a shadowy blast.
Come on, Raji, you can do it.
Some stargazing pie. Stargazing pie. Blast him. And a shadowy blast is I think 2d8, but it's a ranged attack roll, which I do at disadvantage because I'm close by.
Unfortunately.
But you know what? I'm gonna attack La Luchador friend, which
Do it.
will balance it out.
Yeah.
And hopefully that'll do the trick. Roll 1d20 plus. No whammies. So that's a 17. Does that hit?
Nice.
Yes.
And then my total damage to him is now 3d8.
That's right. Here we go. That's gonna be it.
3d8 because I'm hitting him with. Come on. 9 points of damage. Not bad.
Not bad. Any plus anything else?
No, that's it. I
spell
think that's it.
Only specific instances do you get to add that.
Yeah, it says
It's not very serious
to the
damage.
target. That's it. Yeah, and that spell, if I'm not mistaken, Shadowy Blast only does 2d8.
Shadowy Blast? I think it does
Yeah.
C10, isn't it?
I'm looking it up now. Actually, hang on. I had it up, but then I had to.
You're on the verge of getting stronger.
The attack hits a creature takes 2d8 necrotic damage and is frightened until the start of your next turn.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. So this luchador kneels down in front of you, and he's like, and he's like holding his hands up over his head. You guys have done a number on him in many different ways. The thug tries to stab you one more time, Ranjit, with a natural 1.
One. Oh, man.
And a 19. So he does hit you with the other one. And he does.
Very sweet on that one.
Ranjit, you take 2 damage. Bloom, it is your turn.
Yeah, Bloom is going to fire another ray of electricity out at the luchador.
Yes.
Natural 20.
Oh!
Yay!
Holy shit. Roll all your damage dice twice.
All right. I see some good ones. I see some bad ones. 14 damage.
Boom.
Is this the one that you guys decide to kill? Because
Yeah.
with
Can
that
we do it?
hit,
Can we?
you knock him the fuck out.
Yes. And he does the thing where you see a skeleton and then you don't see a skeleton and then you see a skeleton.
Oh yeah, definitely that.
And as you all turn to face the last thug, he drops his blade and turns towards you and says, "Okay, I'll talk." We're going to end there.
Yay!
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us. But tonight is not over. We have one last amazing thing to do. We gave you a chance to retweet the tweet that we are going to give away a copy of the wonderful program that we've been using tonight, which is Foundry.
Love it.
I am
So
looking at the
cool.
retweets right now, and without further ado, I am going to be rolling a die on these. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the new copy of Foundry is Daryl J. Bowman. Daryl, congratulations. We have just followed you on. Sorry, I don't control this account. Daryl J. Bowman, please contact us. You can message us on Twitter. We will make it an announcement here on the screen as well. Please contact us. If you already have it, you're welcome to re-gift it to somebody else or talk to us about other ways that you would like it. But either way, thank you so much for playing. You win a copy. That's fantastic.
Congratulations, Daryl.
Congratulations.
Your life's about to
Daryl.
change.
Your life's about to change. This is a fantastic thing. So please message us on Twitter, or you can email us at Sigil Entertainment. The email is something that will, you know what? Aaron will tell me in a second, and I'll put it on the screen. The email for Sigil Entertainment will be below in a second. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you so much to Erica, Joe, Gary, and Ahmed. You guys did so wonderfully, as usual. There you go. Email us here at sigil.info@gmail.com. Daryl Bowman. Otherwise, we will be responding to you on Twitter as well. And again, we'll be back next Monday at 7 p.m. with Chapter 3 of this amazing story. So thanks again so much. That is it from us. As my friend Erica always likes to say,
I'm gonna go get some cake.
I'm going to get some cake. That's so wonderful. Good night, guys.